Hey everybody, welcome back to the couch and welcome back to Face Value. And today, let's go to the movies. We're going to be talking about Last Looks Grooming Co. out of Hollywood. And we're just going to quick hit the Bearded Waltz by yours truly, and we'll get right into it. Okay, so today I'm super excited about this one for multiple reasons. For one, this is a company that I feel like is really underlooked in the community. There's a lot of hidden gems out there, a lot of small batch companies out there that don't give enough credit, and this is one of them. And this is a company that has really, really just great marketing. It's considered, I guess, kind of gimmicky, but this is something that the owner, Michael, is truly passionate about. And he just combined that with something else that he's passionate about. And I really love that aspect of this company. So let's just take a quick look at their website. I always like to show off these beautiful websites and have that read along here. So let's get into the about of Last Looks Grooming Co. Okay, so from the website it says, "Hi, I'm Michael. I'm an actor living in Los Angeles. I'm completely obsessed with movies. I started Last Looks Grooming Company in 2019 because I found myself daydreaming what it would be like to exist fully immersed in the worlds of my favorite films and TV shows. What does it smell like to catch the breeze coming through the trees of Twin Peaks while standing in the parking lot of the Double R Diner? Be forewarned here, most of this review is just going to be a gigantic Twin Peaks reference for me because my wife and I are obsessed with David Lynch, obsessed with Twin Peaks. So I do want to just take a break from the About Me section to just kind of warn you guys that I'm going to be talking about Twin Peaks in massive, massive quantities. What's the scent in the air in the ring of Raging Bull? What's that hanging in the frosty airfields of the Revenant among the falling snow and the musket smoke? We care about high quality products. It matters what you put on your face. High quality ingredients make for healthy skin. Also, all of our products are made with premium grade, cold pressed, unrefined oils. All of our fragrances are made with the highest quality, skin safe fragrance and essential oils. We have spent countless months formulating the perfect ratios for each carrier oil until we have found the perfect blend that applies easily and feels light on the skin without leaving your face greasy. We care about the environment. All of our products here at Last Looks Grooming Co. are natural and handcrafted in small batches in the heart of Hollywood, California. All of our ingredients and materials are sourced from the United States. We pick up our product packaging materials each week from a supplier in our neighborhood, and we get our product packaging from a small business within our regional area. We care about all beings. You can rest assured knowing that all of our products are 100% vegan, cruelty free, and never tested on animals. We use absolutely no animal products or byproducts in anything we make. We are certainly not hippies here, but at the risk of sounding just a bit far out, we truly believe that no amount of suffering is an acceptable amount of suffering. That's why we do not use any materials or ingredients that involves the use of animals as properties. That's right, even our balm is free of beeswax. However, that being said, we are adamantly against the idea of offering subpar products simply to fill the gaps in the vegan market. We believe that if vegan beard balm could not reach the same quality as its traditional counterpart, then it simply should not exist. Luckily, though, we've spent nearly a year of testing and developing with dozens of plant based waxes until we found the perfect blend of ingredients to create a vegan beard balm that fills and performs exactly the same as non-vegan beard balm. Now, another reason why I really wanted to cover this company is I know that right now in the beard community, bird oils such as emu and ostrich are really, really popular right now. and it's kind of the in carrier oil right now. Now, I personally love those oils. My beard takes really well to it. However, I wanted just to make sure that it was known that there are vegan options out there for somebody who is a part of that community. And it's just nice to kind of let people know that there's a company out there for everyone, depending on your beliefs or what you support. This is a very diverse community, and it's just important to kind of cover all grounds of that. We care about you. At the end of the day, this is about making a product that you will love. If you have purchased something from us that you are not 100% satisfied with, contact us and we will make it right. We don't want you to be stuck with something you don't like, so we will do our best to replace or refund the product. Now, this is something that a lot of companies are adopting, and I can get behind this 100%. That guarantee that if you do not like something, they will make it right with another product or just give you your money back. Um, but luckily, so far, in all the companies I've tried, some I've liked more than others, but I haven't flat out been just utterly dissatisfied with the product to where I wanted my money back. But a lot of companies will give you that options. So, what I have from this company to talk about today are two oils and two butters. Now, I did not scoop up the wash because I kind of have ended up with a surplus of washes and conditioners and things like that. So I did not try that yet, but after trying these, I am looking forward to eventually giving those a shot as well. Um, Now, first, let's talk about the oils. Now, the oils are $18 even before shipping, which is right on the average. That's what most oils cost now, and that's for the standard size of a 1 ounce bottle. And before we get into the sentence here, let's just kind of get into some of the ingredients. Now, one thing that I've seen companies do that I enjoy and something I would like to see them do is Michael has not included the benefits of the carrier oils on his website. That's something that I like to see in uh, just any beard care website because it's nice to know what is in this oil is doing exactly. And I would also like to see some type of resources where they're getting this information and know that it's a trustworthy source, not calling any company out for saying that they're offering products that they're lying about what they do. It's just nice to kind of have that reaffirmation there. But the ingredients are fractionated coconut oil, hemp seed oil, which is a really great carrier oil. It's not CBD. It is taken from a cannabis plant, but it's not a THC derivative or a CBD derivative. It's just a completely different oil. Avocado oil, which luckily I know that those avocados are big in California. So that's just right down the road from Michael. Sweet almond oil, which is another big one that you see in a lot of beard products. It's just a great oil. Jojoba oil, which we've heard about since the beginning of time. Apricot kernel oil, castor oil, grapeseed oil, and grapeseed oil is the one here that you kind of have to worry about just a little bit. Now, with Michael's ethics and beliefs, um, it's assured that his grapeseed oil is extracted in a way that doesn't contain the harmful uh, chemical that chemically extracted grapeseed oils can contain. Because Michael is somebody who's very conscious about that. It's just with grapeseed oil, you kind of have to worry about that a little bit. And also, the shelf life just isn't that long. It's about it's just a fraction of what most carrier oils is. Like castor is 5, and grapeseed oil is like 6 months. As long as you're somebody who avidly uses oil, I know most people who watch this use oil every day. If you have kind of a sizable collection that there's some that you kind of set aside for a while, this might not be for you. But if you're somebody who goes through oil or ends up picking this up and really enjoys it and goes through it quickly, then it's a safe bet. Rice bran oil, and then you have premium grade, essential, and fragrance oils. Now, the ones that stick out to me are the fractionated coconut oil and the hemp seed oil, which those two are going to work really well together. I know fractionated coconut oil is kind of just a good sort of supporting actor to a lot of these other ones, and that'll help with the hemp seed oil. And grapeseed oil does have some good properties to it. It's very light, absorbs quickly, and it'll thin out kind of like the castor oil in there. So there is benefits to it. It's just the only uh, kind of red flag there, even though it's not like it's a deal breaker for this product. It's just something to kind of be mindful of when you go to purchase it. So that is their carrier blend. And let me so, the reason I wanted to really try Last Looks is I actually found out about it um, from just one of those ads that popped up, and the scent that I picked up is the Black Lodge. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, the Black Lodge is kind of a it is a place in Twin Peaks. If anybody has watched Twin Peaks, you know there's a ton of theories about what the Black Lodge exactly is. I know it's come up in pop culture a lot. Anthrax has songs about the Black Lodge. I know Fantomas, one of Mike Patton from Faith No More's band. They've covered the Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me theme, which is the movie. And as a matter of fact, right here, I just want to quickly point out that my wife and I are such huge Twin Peaks fans that I have the box set of all three seasons. The first two that initially aired on, I believe it was ABC. And then the third season, which came back on Showtime. And man, that, if you're a fan of surrealism and things like that, season three of Twin Peaks, the first two seasons have elements of that, but the season three of Twin Peaks is just amazing. Now, the scent profile on this is such a nod to the show because all of his scents are inspired by the movies and the shows and things like that. So it is going to be Washington Forest. What are those magnificent trees there, Sheriff Truman? Douglas firs. So I would assume that the Washington Forest here is a fir scent. It's Washington fir is what, or sorry, Douglas fir is what was the main tree in Twin Peaks. And then we have coffee, black coffee, black as midnight on a moonless night, um, and cherry pie, which, as you know, Agent Cooper is a huge cherry pie fan in the show. As a matter of fact, in season three, there's a crazy sort of story arc where um, he gets trapped in another version of himself, known as Dougie Jones, and he's slowly like trying coffee for the first time, and a cherry pie ends up saving his life at some point in the show. I can't make this up. It's just that ridiculous and out there. But anyway, I'll stop talking about Twin Peaks long enough to actually talk about this oil here. Now, this is a very curious scent. All of these scents that I have from Michael are very interesting choices and blended in a way that it you pick up on notes of everything in each scent, but it becomes something new when you kind of heat this up and get it in beard. It just becomes a new scent of its own. So let's just take a quick sniff. Up front, you get a lot of coffee and cherry. That's the main two that you kind of get. You get a little bit of that Washington forest in there after you kind of not melt it down, warm it up and get it in the beard. Um, but I like this scent. It's almost kind of got a bit of a like clean hippie scent to it. It's kind of odd the way that it ends up coming out when these three fragrances blend together. but I do love this. I was a little worried about it because, as much as I love coffee, this is my first coffee scent that I have tried, and I was on the fence, but with a name like the Black Lodge and being a Twin Peaks reference, there was no way I was not gonna at least try this, even if I ended up not liking it. But this surprised me a great deal. It's not too thick. It's kind of maybe on the light to medium side. I know castor is one of the last ingredients in there, which usually means that there's not a lot of it. So there's not enough castor in there to really make this a thick oil. It's kind of a thin to medium at best in terms of consistency. Feel it feels really good. It's one of those that you feel a pretty decent amount of the benefits when you get it on the skin, but once you get it in the hair, that's when you really start to notice that difference and it just kind of doing its job. Um, my beard takes really well to most oils and just absorbs super fast. And this is another one of those that just my beard soaks up. Um, I really like this. If you use any type of heat with this particular oil, it helps to kind of go back and reapply some after the fact. Just a little piece of advice with that. But I do like this. If I had to rate it on a scale of like 1 to 10, I would probably say it's on about a 7 or 8. It's a quality solid oil. But that is not the star of the show to me for this product. I'd give it the Roger Ebert 2 thumbs up. And that is that scent there. And then also in the oil, this is one of Michael's personal favorites. It's inspired by a movie called Call Me by Your Name, which I have yet to see. And it's called Elio, which I believe is the main character from that movie. And the scent on this is apricot, peach, petitgrain, cypress, and musk. Um, now, this one you get a lot of that peach and apricot in there. And the musk kind of comes in on the back end and it changes and you get whiffs of each ingredient when you put this in beer throughout the day. Now, this is a more complex scent than the Black Lodge. I will say I don't know if I like this scent or not. I know my wife does not care for this scent at all. Whenever I wear this, just a little bit after, she's like, "What does that smell? Like it smells weird." But I wouldn't go that far. I don't know if peach scents are for me. I've tried two now, this and another one that I'll be talking about later, and I really don't know how I feel about peach and fragrance. It's just not for me, but it is a good scent. I'm not calling it bad. I just don't think that this is one that is made for me with kind of my preferences there. I do like citrus, but things like peach and apricot end up coming out a little too on the sweeter side for me. But the way that it works with the musk, it is a very good scent. It's just not my type of scent. And if anybody out there likes like peach forward scents or real sweet scents, this is absolutely for you. Um, so that is the oils, which I said I would give about a 7 or a 8 out of 10. Um, the after about 5 or 6 hours, it'll kind of start to die down, but then as you go about your day, uh, after that, you will get kind of random whiffs of ingredients in these, like the fragrances. Next up, I'm going to be talking about the butters. So the butter is pretty much their carrier blend for their oils with naturally organic refined shea butter, which is it's a pretty common butter, lots of great benefits to it. Um, Now, to me, this is the star of the show for this company. I love, love, love these butters, and it's just one of those that I was blown away at how good this butter feels. I know if you're somebody who has a collection of butters and oils, you kind of just don't notice until you get a certain one how good these products really make your beard feel. And this is one of those that just when I put it in, it reminded me of why I love butter so much. I'm a nighttime butter person. I can't speak for how any of the butters that I've used work during the day. I just put it in a little bit before bed and go to sleep. So I know some people kind of have this thing where if they put butter in during the day, they kind of feel like they need a little more later. I can't give an accurate assumption for that, but I know this butter feels great at night, and it is one of my favorites. This is in my top probably three butters. This is a really, really good butter. And I have that and What the Cuss, which is inspired by Fantastic Mr. Fox, which is a Wes Anderson movie. I've yet to see that one. There's a couple of Wes Anderson movies I haven't seen, although I am a huge Wes Anderson fan in general. The Life Aquatic is one of my favorite movies of all time. I just never got around to seeing this one. And the scent profile on that one is farmer's beans, apple cider, blueberries, grass, tree, and a burning whackbat pine cone. Now, a couple of things about this. This is a very interesting scent. It is on the sweeter side, but the way the grass, the tree, and the pine cone kind of cut that, it works beautifully. I love this smell. Um, I have seen one other scent from another company with grass in it, and I know that it seems like something that's just not going to smell good at all, but I actually like that kind of grassy smell in scents. It's just my personal preference, and it does cut sweetness rather well. This is very blueberry forward when you first kind of sniff it, and it is I believe it's a poured butter, and it is a little bit on the thicker consistency. It melts down super well. And once you melt that down and get it in beer, that's when you kind of start to notice the more earthy sort of tones to this. And it comes out really well. I know it smelled completely different when I woke up the next day, but in a good way. The longer this sits in your beard, the more all of those aspects of the fragrance are going to kind of come out and form something new. Michael is a total mixologist in this regard in terms of the way he blends things to where although you are getting everything that's in these scents, it becomes something new by the time they all kind of come together. And also, this one surprised me. I was looking for a good nighttime scent from them, and what seemed to be the best bet for myself, even though I'm not I'm kind of finding that I am a bigger fan of these types of scents more than I thought I would be initially. This is the family inspired by The Godfather, and the scent on that is cigar, bourbon, and oranges. Now, tobacco and alcohol scents, I just did not think I would care for it at all, but this just smells super soothing. That tobacco and orange just kind of cut the sort of harshness of the bourbon really well, and it comes out to be really relaxing. That cigar scent and the orange really go good together. I love this. I really enjoyed this scent, even though I thought I would not. Um, a couple of things about their scents, because to me that's kind of the highlight of that. The butter is great. Everything feels great. But definitely a selling point to Last Looks is going to be their scents and kind of their inspirations. So just to quickly name off, they have the family, which is inspired by The Godfather. Um, and so starting off, that one is cigar, bourbon, and oranges. We have the Black Lodge, which is Washington Forest black coffee, cherry pie, inspired by Twin Peaks. Live Deliciously, inspired by The Witch, which is New England Forest, oud wood, leather, amber, and hay. That one sounds like it could be very interesting. and I believe he said that's a very popular one for them. What the cuss from Fantastic Mr. Fox, which is the farmer's bean, apple cider, blueberries, grass, tree, and a burning whackbat pine cone. And then they also have the concession series with cola, root beer, buttered popcorn, and I believe I saw on there they also have a ginger ale scent. I'm not a food scent person myself, but I do like the fact that they offer kind of both sides of like really sort of complex blending of interesting scents together to form something new, and then they just have those straightforward food scents. It's a little something for everybody. I would definitely recommend checking this out because this is he's one of the best at blending scents to me. And I think he's highly underrated for that. And plus, this butter is one of the best butters that I've tried. The oil is great too. I know that I found myself trying to make odd combinations of these scents, like at night, seeing how they work. And I will say, even though I wasn't the biggest fan of Elio, I thought that if I used Elio in the morning and then at night put some of this family in, it just it smelled great the way that everything mixes together. And I do enjoy when a company offers a bunch of different scents that you can kind of use at different points in the day, and it starts coming together really nicely to form a new scent. I really like that. The carrier oil is awesome. Even though I was a little thrown off by the grapeseed, it's just great, and it works even better in the butter. The butter, I would give it 10 out of 10. It's just perfect, and the oil, like probably an 8 out of 10. So almost perfect. I have nothing bad to say about it. It just wasn't one of those oils that when I put in, it had more benefits for the hair than the skin, and I tend to like when I get that like nice, refreshing feeling in the skin. Highly recommend checking these guys out. The link is in the description for the video. And thank you guys for tuning in. And until next time, take care.